Alright, boys and girls, so here we are with the Harbor Freight Tube Notcher. This thing, when I bought it, is about $60 to $70. I don't know what the current price is right this moment. Anyways, the next step up from this, I think Northern Tool sells one for $100, and then the Eastwood has one, and then of course there's a billet and aluminum one, which is probably a much better tool. These things are worth the penny, okay? Now, if you weren't running a shop, this is not for you. You know, if you're going to be doing this day in, day out, shouldn't have to explain that, but this is not the tool for you. For the average backyard hobby guy, a guy building a roll cage or some sort of pipe work where he needs to do, you know, a job, this will work perfect. The reason I say that is because the bushings, I don't think the bushings will last in this. The stand and everything else is steel. It's a little flexible, but it works pretty good. It goes from 0 to 60 degrees, and you can obviously rotate the pipe in when you go end for end to change your angle to get the other way. It works really accurately. Don't buy the cheap cutters, buy some decent cutters. The one thing that you will have to do to this, there is a small modification you're going to have to do. What you're going to have to do is get a washer, and you're going to have to put a washer back here. I don't know if you can see it, but you're going to have to space it out a little over 1/16 of an inch, maybe almost 1/8 of an inch. One thick regular size washer on each one of these bolts. There's 3 bolts here that hold the tube. If you don't do that, what's going to happen is it won't be in the center line of the tube and you'll cut to the side. So that is the one modification you're going to have to do to this thing if you want the actual notch to land in the center of the tube. Now, apparently that's been a problem for many moons. I don't know why they have not fixed that. It's just something about the spacing from here to there. They could just mill that, but you know, they made millions of them. Why change it, right? It takes 3 washers and you're done. So, am I happy with it? For what I'm doing, it's working perfect. My crappy drill press that I got works perfect with it. Once it all is jigged up and you got everything tightened down, you will have to tighten it to your table. You're not going to be able to put like this on a bench and do it because it will want to spin it around. You could mount it to a bench and use a hand drill. You don't have to have a drill press, but you're going to need something with about a 1/2 inch chuck. So anyways, I figured I'm going to hook it up and show you how good of a notch it will make in a tube. So here we go. We'll take a second here and put the camera down. Okay, so I'm going to make a notch at 45 degrees, and you'll need a 14mm wrench to do this. That is the size of the bolts on this unit on the back, and you just line up right here with 45 degrees. We're not going for perfection, but it is fairly accurate. It's within a degree or two of what it says. So we're not getting like NASA picky on this. Alright, tighten it down. In our tube, I use the welded seam as my center line so I can make things repeatable. And I use the the V notch in this pipe to line up to the center line of the cutter here. Here in production. And let's go. Alright, there's our first notch. Now, I did not go all the way to the edge because the reason is there's not really a lot of clearance, and the drill press will want to stop, so I just leave it a little short. But that is a completely awesome weldable joint right there. Alright, let's do the other side. One note is you want to keep this oiled up. I just put a little dab up here on the bushing, and we put a little bit on the teeth. So, let's do the other side now. Yep, this is going to be a 45 piece. I bring it up, center it, center line of the tube in the V-notch. Bring it up close to the teeth, but not all the way touching. Like I say, it will keep it from spinning around. For your protection. Again, a really nice joint. Now, of course, I'm going to take a flap wheel and clean this off, but let's go see what it looks like fitted in the chassis. Not too bad. A little bit of work with the flap wheel will make that fit right in there. As you can see, not a bad tool for the $70 or so. It does not come with any cutters. You'll want to buy a decent cutter anyway. I think it goes up to 2-inch. I can't remember exactly. I'm using an 1.5-inch pipe right now, or tubing. So that's it right there, boys and girls. It does adjust this way, which is nice to help set it up if your table's not 100% flat. It does have circular mounting bolts there. Like I say, for the price, it's a good tool. Not going to be doing this every day. Alright, so, you know, if you're working at a shop, you should know that. But, you know, like, if you're going to do a home project, I don't see why this thing won't last throughout, like, a whole roll cage or a whole tube chassis build one time. I don't think it's going to last longer than that. Like I say, a daily production operation, probably not going to work for you. But for the average home guy, this is a really good tool. It saves you a lot of time. And yeah, there's videos out there on how to do this with the grinder wheel and make a notch. But like you see, that was like a minute. I mean, come on. You know, you can't get much faster and easier than that. You still have to do a little bit of finishing, but not a lot. Anyways, boys and girls, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to have more videos of tools as we get them. And don't forget to share the videos, and I'll see you guys later.